a sweet spot for corporate bonds. Credit risk with corporate bonds, I think, is not as much risk as it was, in past history. Corporations have, redone their balance sheet, remade themselves, issued a lot of low coupon debt for high coupon debt, and I think that you can stay, within the triple B minus area, some split rated bonds, and on a selective basis, some high yield bonds.
Okay. In your current Forbes column, you're talking a lot about duration of bonds, which is a very important concept to get out there. It's basically the percent decrease in price for every the multiple of the percent decrease in price for every percent increase in market interest rates.
Let me say that in plain English. For example, if you have a duration, a sensitivity of your bond portfolio, and interest rate, if you have a duration of 5 years, and interest rates go up 1%, then your bond portfolio will go down about 5%. The longer the duration, the more sensitive your portfolio is to interest rate moves, the more volatile it will be. You increase your duration when you think rates are going to go down. You decrease your duration when you think interest rates are going to go up. So my philosophy right now is we've had a ginormous move. Let's keep your duration short and your portfolio short so you can have opportunities when interest rates start to move the other way.
I mean, corporate bonds are still bonds, right? So they're going to be impacted when rates go higher too. But you're saying that the sensitivity, the duration there can be smaller than it is in treasury bonds?
Well, no, what I'm saying is the duration can be managed by you, the individual investor. You can buy 5-year bonds rather than 15-year bonds. When treasury bond yields start moving up, get out of the way because it's going to take everything with it, no question about it. But you will be less affected if the duration of your corporate bond or even your treasury bond is a lower duration than if you're going for the gusto. There's 2 ways of making money in the bond market: interest rate risk and credit risk. We have had a move in interest rates. We have had a move in credit quality. So now you want to kind of be very, very careful about what you do. Opportunistic when things change, but be very, very careful, John, because duration is a key to what's going to happen in the future.
All right, and really, so is credit quality, to be honest with you. So where are you acceptably taking credit risks these days?
Not that much, but there are some selections that I really like. If I'm talking about junk bonds, I have been pounding the table all 2010 from my first Forbes article this year saying, you want to know the turnaround story, not of the year, but of the decade, it's Ford and Ford Motor Credit. And I've been lucky enough to have been right about that.
They've been zooming right ahead?
They have been zooming literally and figuratively. Yes, they have a ton of debt. They're paying it down. Alan Mulally has been in this driver's seat and really doing a good job. I wouldn't buy long-term Fords or Ford Motor Credit.
You're saying stay short, right?
Yes, you can buy 2015 and get it like a 4.25%, 4.5%. That's not bad for a credit quality that has been upgraded and going to be re-upgraded again. I think Ford is where you should be.
You like Carl Icahn too, and his company?
Well, I like Icahn Enterprises. Carl is a tough guy, but he's a smart guy. And it isn't just the Carl Icahn show. He has about 30 people that have been working for him for years and years. They have a holding company, and what they do is they buy other companies. They buy debt. They get in on
GM, Lionsgate, all this other stuff.
Lionsgate, Federal Mogul, they bought out of bankruptcy, and the bonds are one of my favorite picks for the rest of the year. And here's a situation in which they're split rated. Moody's thinks they're junk. Standard & Poor's thinks they're the lowest on investment grade. I think they're going to be upgraded along the way because Carl knows what he's doing. There's $3 billion in market cap underneath you, the bondholder. They have some 7.75% bonds due in 2016, earning about a 7 1/8%. That's credit quality risk, no question about it, but it's quantifiable risk. Large liquid issue, you can get in and get out pretty easily.
So take your risks with Carl Icahn instead of with Ben Bernanke and Tim Geithner.
That would be a better risk, that's for sure.